Hello, my lovely angel friends. How are you doing? It's Fiona from Fiona's Angel Wisdom page, and welcome to another edition of Angel Thoughts. I know we used to call it Angel News, but I've changed it to Angel Thoughts because I think it's better. But I do post about Angel News, I know. But hopefully I'll be phasing that out. So I've had a very interesting week. I'm so pleased that I manifested such beautiful experiences into my life. And with that, I have just pulled a card from the Tony Carmine Salerno Soulmate Cards deck, and the message is: a profound transformation is taking place in your life. Be yourself. You have much to offer the world by just being you. Your love has the power to transform all things, including your relationship and love life. So, being loving to yourself, being loving to others, being loving to harsh situations. I know that's not always easy, but sometimes it's okay to lose control of your emotions. But then once you've had that moment, you can go back and adjust how you feel about the situation and try and look at it from all kinds of different aspects and see how that might work for you in trying to be the love that you wish to receive. Now I've got the book, Louise L. Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. So I'm just randomly opened a page, and it's page 122. I'll just read what it says here. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole and complete. I am one with the power that created me. I am totally open and receptive to the abundant flow of prosperity that the universe offers. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. I am divinely guided and protected, and I make choices that are beneficial for me. I rejoice in others' successes, knowing there is plenty for us all. I am constantly increasing my conscious awareness of abundance, and this reflects in a constantly increasing income. My good comes from everywhere and everyone. All is well in my world. So I think this is quite poignant and very, very wise and well written, and also well said, because you have to be happy for other people. And being envious of other people doesn't really do us any good. Envious in a green monster kind of way, not in a flattering way. Because whilst you're wasting energies on being jealous of somebody else, you're taking away from producing something worthwhile yourself. And also the thing about there's enough to go around, absolutely. There's so much rivalry, especially like in this line of pages and businesses and so on. As you know, I don't run a business, I don't do this professionally. This is my free time that I do this on the page in. And there's so much envy that it actually takes away from what's actually important, the message you're trying to bring across. And there is enough room for everybody, because everybody will be connecting to different people and sometimes the same people, but it doesn't take away from the message that you're giving, and the people that are meant to reach you and you're meant to reach will reach you. Now I'm going to try something new today, which is questions, and I've had a couple of questions. Helen McWilliam asked if things will get better for her. Now, they will get better, but always ask, what lesson am I meant to be learning, and what can I do to change this situation? And you will be guided. If you just take a deep breath, and you will be guided. And even if, you know, something happens and you think, no, this isn't getting better, there's certain aspects of life that we have to learn, and there's deals we made before we came to Earth Plane, that we wanted to learn certain lessons. So it's really important that we take a good look. And if it's a financial thing, then you need to focus on the positives, on having enough, on being able to do things, not on the negatives. And when you feel yourself getting negative, take a deep breath, call in Archangel Michael and ask him to cut away the negativity to and from you, and get in Archangel Raphael and ask him to surround you with his green light, and Archangel Michael with his blue light or purple, whichever colour you believe him to be associated with, and work that way. Change the way that you think about the situations, and things will get better. And if you're struggling with that, there's a book called Angel Words by Doreen Virtue. You can read You Can Heal Your Life. You can watch The Shift by Dr. Wayne Dyer, and you can go on YouTube and look for positive affirmations, or listen to music that raises your vibration. Try not to wallow in whatever is happening, and focus on solving the problem. Focus on keeping your mind and heart and soul aligned, and things will work out. But if you focus on the negative, then they can't get better. Things can't get better when you're just being negative, because you won't see the positives. And then Iona, or Iona, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, Sutherland, asked, said, I'll be fasting for 1 day a month for the next year. Any advice? So my advice would be to start going in stages, practicing, building up the 24 hours, and making sure that you're healthy enough to do it, and that your body can actually handle not having the nutrients, and also start focusing on what you're going to be drinking, like water, yes. That make sure you don't drink too much water in one go, that kind of thing. And I also wish you good luck with 13 Moon teachings that you'll be learning about. But it's really, really important that you start training your body to go for longer periods of time without food, or train your body, say go for 6 hours and then take a break, and then, but I'm not sure how healthy that's going to be. You need to speak to a nutritionist about that, or speak to your doctor about how to go about that. But I wouldn't say that if you're going to be doing that to your body, then you have to sort of build it up to that. So let's go into angelic inspirations. Those of you that have listened to these before will know that I'll always grab Tony Carmine Salerno's book, Angelic Inspirations, Loving Guidance and Wisdom from the Angels, and randomly open a page and see what the page has, what the poem is. Be at peace with the changing seasons of life. Graciously accept all that transpires in your world, and remember that all is the will of the One whose light brought all into being. So everything that happens in your life is down to God, or whomever it is that you believe in. And things are changing. I know they're changing for me. You know what? I would really, really love a job in the music industry. I think that would be so cool. Not as a singer or anything like that, but behind the scenes in production or promotion, something like that. Or even being a PA to a musician. That would be so, so cool. I would really, really love that. Make my day, because music makes me happy. But it have to be an artist where I like the music, because if it wasn't an artist where I like the music, then that would be difficult for me. But I just felt that from having been to see the Parlotones twice this week, which was amazing. It's always like coming home going to see them, because you get to meet all the fans that you met before, and it's like a little family. and it's so amazing, and their energy and this is so lovely, even though they constantly struggle with having their backpacks stolen with their passports and everything in it, and their travel delays, and being because they're constantly on the go. They're not home in South Africa very often, or for long periods of time without working non-stop. And I know that's a life choice that they made to entertain people, but that's got to be hard. It is hard on them, I know. And actually, they were supposed to fly home yesterday, and they were all excited, and Khan managed to get his passport reissued after it had been stolen. And they got on the plane, and there was a pregnant lady on the plane, and she went into labour and gave birth, so they had to land in Spain, and then they had to fly back to London, and so they're flying home today instead of yesterday. So there's always something. But I do think that if the passport had have been delayed that little bit longer, then they would have missed that birth on the plane and stuff. And but the baby's healthy as far as I know, but it can only happen to the Parlotones, seriously. I mean, I'm sure there are other births on a plane, but that's just really just got to happen to the Parlotones, just because they're always losing their luggage or being delayed for hours on end. I did try and ask the angels to help, but I guess if that's your life purpose or your mission, then that's going to happen with us, whether or not you speak for the angels. Or maybe they set off in a negative, what else can go wrong, and boom. Another thing I did today was actually contact a radio station and ask them if they'd play this particular song by them, and I got a reply saying that it was that my email and the link that I'd sent had been passed on to the music selection department. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they might get some airplay here in the UK and for the British Forces radio, because the song's called Come Home as Heroes, and it's very much, for me, reminds me of being in the army and going away and coming home and things. And obviously that's still going on a lot more than usual because of the Afghanistan situation. Right, so the Gaia Oracle cards. Let's have a look and see. I'm just going to pull one card from here and see what the card says. And focus on what we need to focus on. And the card is Winter's End. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. And the card, the lady, she's got no clothes on, she's looking to the side, and there's a tree with, or her hair, I'm not sure if it's a tree, but it looks like a tree. And there's blossoms on the tree. Winter's End. This card signifies rebirth, regeneration, and new growth. You may not know it, but the cycle has already begun. A cold grey period of your life is coming to an end. A new season begins. As with the tree lady featured on this card, the first signs of spring are just starting to show. The first shoots have sprouted, and soon the new buds will be in full bloom as they bathe in the light of the sun. Many beautiful things are in store for you. New opportunities present themselves quite unexpectedly. When they do, embrace them. Do not hesitate, for this is your time to shine. This is a lucky and prosperous period for you. Many things that were previously not possible now are. Doors that were previously closed are now open. This card also signifies travel and positive outcome. I give thanks for the blessings I receive each day. All is possible for me now. All doors are open, and I invite prosperity into my life. I embrace new opportunities. Now, I like that card. It's really lovely. That means that struggles and difficulties are coming to an end, and new things will present themselves into our lives, and good things will come from that. And I think a lot of people who've been going through the ascension and the ups and downs and letting go of old and old things, that it's time to just embrace what that build up was for, and it will all make sense when things start flowing into our life, if that makes sense. We can't always know what's going to happen tomorrow. We can't always understand why something bad is happening, but if you look back, something good has always come from something bad. It's the balance, the yin and the yang, and also to learn to appreciate all the good things and the people and the experiences. I know there's some really terrible things that happen to people, and it's not very easy sometimes to find the blessings in those situations, especially when you've lost a loved one or something like that, where you think, good Lord, what is this about, and how am I ever gonna get over it? I can assure you, you never really get over a loss of life, but you do learn to live with it. You do learn to appreciate the time that you did share with those people or person, and you do learn to communicate with them on a different level, because just because the physical body has gone does not mean that the soul isn't still surrounding you. The spirit and the memories that you have will always be with you, and when it's our time to leave, I really do believe that they'll be up there waiting for us with a big smile on their face, and there will be no anger, there will be no resentment, there will be no fighting, there will just be love, pure love. And we'll also understand some of the lessons that we actually came down here for. We'll be reminded why we learnt them, and quite possibly that we actually asked to learn them. And that's how it is. Now I'm going to pull 5 cards for the week ahead now and see what they have to say. And gotta laugh. The Crown card is break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So step outside the box. And I've been saying that on the page, and it's got a beautiful dolphin jumping out of water on the card. And I actually have a tattoo of a jumping dolphin, which I had done when I was 19 years old, and it's got freedom as a gift written underneath it. And it's a very, very beautiful card, to be honest. And then you've got the soulmate relationship. New romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Now, if you're already in a spiritual relationship, if you're in a relationship, then obviously there'll be a reconnection or a stronger bond, or something where you will go and fall in love with a certain aspect of the person that you're with all over again. And the people that aren't in a relationship, there will be signs, dreams leading you to that person that you want to be with. I don't know why, but they're also reminding me that if you are say in a straight relationship and you're actually inclined to be with someone of your own sex, but you're scared to step out of that box, then I don't know why I'm getting this message. Then go for it. Just go for it. You can find a way, and it will be all right. Don't hide yourself away any longer. Or even if somebody is if you're in a marriage that you're unhappy and you've met somebody, don't be afraid to go and act on that in a loving way, and find a way to experience the love that you were put on this earth to experience. And if it means letting go, and yes, possibly hurting someone, but it's a short-term love. It's not a short-term pain. It's not an eternal pain, because that person is then set free to find someone who will love them too, in the way that they deserve to be loved and appreciated. And the same if you've been left, don't fret too much about it. Heal from it, and know that someone better, someone more suited to you, will come into your life. Now, I was giggling earlier. It was this card, Music for Manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire whilst you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So, I love music, as you know, and my Parlourtone obsession is quite apparent. And I was trying to explain this on the page as well, that yes, I do talk about them a lot. But I did discover them just over a year ago, and listening to one of their songs and watching the video really raised my vibration so high I was floating to the heavens. And then I listened to more music of theirs, and I just so connected to what they were singing about, and the voice. Khan Morby has really got an amazing voice. And within a short space of time, I found myself at a concert, and I was just mesmerized. And luckily for me, before the concert, I was sitting in a bar with a friend of mine who I didn't know at the time, but he plays golf with them, and he banged on the window and they all piled in, and I got to have dinner with them. And then I manifested, how I don't know, a trip to America, and I got to see them in the States, and I got to see 6 beautiful cities, and I got to see and meet so many lovely, kind people that actually helped me rebuild my faith in humanity, that there are people out there that will be kind to you and do things for you, and you don't have to give anything back apart from being yourself, because being yourself is giving them something that you don't even know what you're giving them, but they're giving them more than they're giving you, and in that way both are giving, and it's a wonderful exchange, and it actually makes your heart flutter. But yes, music for manifesting. So the Parlourtones, I really love them. I also love Ryan Starr and all sorts of other music, but and Zlatan Kawa. But it's just, if you have a band or a music CD or an instrument that you play, or anything like that, then pick it up, do it, raise your vibration. You don't need to be sad and glum. And if you are feeling sad and glum, don't listen to sad songs, don't listen to angry songs. Find something that's going to make you want to bounce and jump up and down, and rather than feeding into the hurt and the pain. You can only do that for so long, and then it's time to break free. Like Queen said, you could listen to Queen. I want to break free. I can't sing. See, I could never get on stage and hold a microphone because I really can't sing for toffee. But you could just get up there and sing that to yourself, or just, listen to the song and build yourself up that way, that you're going to step out, you're going to let go of anything, and think about what you want. What do you want from life? Who do you want in your life? Sometimes the universe can't give you exactly what you're asking for, because it's not the right time, or not the right people, or not the right thing for you, because your life purpose, it involves something greater and more profound than what you're actually wanting. And quite often you will look back and think, in fact I think 9.5 out of 10 times you will look back and think, see, if I'd have had that, I wouldn't be doing this. So it's a good thing that never came about. Okay, just remember that. And then the next card is explore your options. So take time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time for change. So breaking free, reconnecting, raising your vibration, knowing what you want, and finding that love, but also exploring your options to what is out there for me, and what can I change, what can I let go, what is my desire for life, where is my desire, and how am I going to bring that into my life and keep it in my life, or experience that in my life. Those are all really important things that should be explored. Sorry, I'm just checking if there's any more. A question. Will Nina Macmillan was Taylor asked, brilliant, thank you very much for this. I have a question, if I may. Will enlightened people notice the shift on 21/12/12? I do believe that you will. Everybody's going to experience it in different ways, either by just looking around and really feeling connected to the life that they've got, or they'll have an aha effect where they go, oh, this is what I'll be doing now. And some people will feel down and out. It all depends on the kind of person that you are. Kathy Bower says, I know that angels are always by us as we pray and ask for them to help us each day of our life. We are all blessed. Do you have angels by us? May God bless us all. Well, that's very true. God does bless us every day, and we give thanks for that as well. And then the future card other card here is self-forgiveness. I let go of old guilt and remember that let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Which is perfect, because I was wondering what brought me to refresh the page and that, but there you go. God blesses us all, and God or whoever it is that you believe in does bless us, does connect to us, and does love us, and doesn't see our flaws. Even the most atrocious things that people out there have done are washed clean, because for whatever reason we get darkened and slip into things, or it's an experience that maybe we've made a deal to do something that will help other people forgive, or experiences that people want to experience. And so there has to be good and bad. And with all, if life was only good, then you wouldn't know how to appreciate the good. If you never experience bad, if you never experience sad, you can't appreciate the good either. So that's why you have that balance, and that's why bad things happen. And at the moment, I do feel, I just get a flash of Mother Nature that she's gonna, that something's gonna happen in the coming weeks, where there's going to be a realignment of Mother Earth, and it's like a flood or something. I'm not saying it's going to be an awful flood. I don't know. I just got this little image of a flood happening. Mother Earth is also realigning herself. Lady Gaia getting ready for 21/12/12. Right. One more card from Magdalene Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Actually told me to get another one after that. There you go. So what's important as a person? Heart and soul. The heart and soul. Your heart and soul need to be aligned. That's me. I'm just saying that. Your heart and soul need to be aligned with your body. Your heart, mind and soul need to be aligned with your body in one straight line. And if you imagine your chakras, however many you believe that you have, but the ones that are in the line, if you just ask them to show you what your chakras are like now, you might find that they're not in a line, and then you need to visualize pulling them into a line so they go straight down, and that way your actions are in unison with your heart, mind and soul. So the heart and soul, you're blessed and guided by eternal spirit of love. A positive transformation is occurring in your life this very moment. Close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love which stems from the heart of the goddess. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. All unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess of eternal life. Then the other card was family, which is a beautiful tree with fruits on it, but they're love hearts on the card. So you were born into your family for a reason and a purpose, just as there is a reason and purpose for experience all you have experienced to date. Yet, like most of us, you have probably believed in the myth that all family members should get along and always be nice to one another. Other families always seem nicer. The truth is that every family experiences similar dynamics in one way or another. Your family is your greatest teacher. Every family member will hold at least one trait that you don't like, and you have at least one trait that each of your family members doesn't like. I've got a whole boutique of traits that my family doesn't like. Oh, This fact sets the perfect environment for us to learn to love unconditionally. You will discover that every perceived negative comes with a positive attached to it. True love often comes in ways and forms that we initially fail to recognize. Yet with the passing of time, you will realize that beneath our individual there is only love. Love comes in many forms, and it may not always be kind. Reflect on this, for it will help you let go of any resentment you have towards your family or a family member. I am totally in agreement with that, and it sort of kind of hammers home what I've already just said. So we're coming close to the end of this session. I can't believe that I've already been talking for 30 minutes and I haven't said much at all. So every day when you get up, my suggestion to you is to take a deep breath and exhale. You could also swing your arms up on the inhale and drop them down to the front on the exhale, and just wake your body up. If you're not doing yoga or anything like that, then, or if you are doing yoga, you'll know the mountain pose and things like that, and you could just wake your body up and get it ready for the day. And then when you go to bed at night, you give thanks and you just wind your body down. What you could do is take your hands and sweep them from your eyebrows right down the back of your head, going back down your neck and down your shoulders, and then by the sides, and just brush your legs down and all the dirt off, all the residue from the day. And just imagine that your hands are the shower washing yourself clean and it's all being drained away. And then you could imagine yourself a tree, and your feet are the roots, and your feet are being anchored deep into the ground. And then talk to your angels or whoever it is that you believe in. Ask them questions, ask them to connect with you, ask them their name or to show themselves to you, and somehow, some way, you will be given those answers to those questions. And then what you do is imagine that your third eye is closed and protected and shielded, and surround yourself in a white ball of light with all the negatives and all the harshness of life bouncing away from you. Because you don't want to be an luminous light walking around beaming away for all the spirits and all the other entities that come and go and leave you all drained, because that's not how you want to be. But gratitude is a really big, sorry, forgot to tell you why, because you will be drained and you will feel awful and exhausted, and you can make yourself ill if you're too open all of the time. So set aside times where you want to be open. Don't worry about missing a message if you close down, shut down, because you can't, you won't. You'll still be given signs and you still have your instinct and your gut feeling, but the spirits will take a step back from you because you need to have a break from that. You can't be, that would be like just living on Red Bull the whole time. And sooner or later, your body's going to cave from too much of that caffeine poison. Sorry, I don't like caffeine, so that's why I call it poison. That's what I need to tell you about that, is you need to make sure that you're protected, you're grounded in everything and anchored, and that you close down from being open. And Archangel Raphael says, come to me for healing. I will give you the light that you need. Whilst he cannot sometimes heal all of the ailments, but he can alleviate the pressure of those ailments and help you feel more energetic, more positive. The seraphim are popping in with their golden light, and they're just saying that if you can't remember angels' names, it's not a problem at all. Seraphim are closest to God. So yes, you could go directly to God, but a lot of people feel more comfortable with angels because they can identify more with them, and they can understand that ethos more than the God concept, although they're all extensions of God's personality. And you will always be heard, and you will always get a response whether you hear it or not. And sometimes they sit there and they laugh because they're like, "How you asked me to help you with this and I'm helping you and you're not hearing me, you're not seeing my messages, or you're not paying attention because you think that that is not what you want." But it's not always what you want, but it's going to be what you need. And on that note, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to tell you that I wish you success, I wish you love, I wish you good health, I wish you abundance. And make sure, if you're struggling with money or you need to pay off debt or bills, speak to the abundance angels and ask them to help you and lead you to the sources, and the sources to you that will help you sort those problems out. Lots of love to you all. Till next week. Bye bye.